and pull your pants up. So, okay. Next time wear a belt. You're in court. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Rob Jacob on behalf of Ms. Brookshire.
Marie Brookshire.
Judge State's PCC, we're asking this matter for a preliminary exam.
The courtroom is packed as Judge Simpson enters, known for his calm but firm presence. Everyone stands. The defendant, a woman in her late 20s, walks to the podium looking irritated and defensive. As soon as she sits down, she sighs loudly, taps her nails on the table, and whispers something under her breath. Multiple people in the courtroom look at her in disbelief. Judge Simpson begins a hearing by reviewing her charges, disorderly conduct and a previous failure to appear. Before he can finish reading, she smirks and mutters again, this time louder, questioning his intelligence and mocking his voice. The microphones catch every word. The courtroom goes silent. Judge Simpson lifts his eyes, clearly surprised but maintaining composure. He asks her politely to clarify what she said. She shrugs and says, "You heard me." The tension becomes thick as several people shift nervously in their seats.
Discovery is complete.
Yes, Your Honor. I met with her at the jail last night. We went over the police report. I would ask if we could address bond.
I have a tether violation.
Judge, the only thing is, speaking with my client last night at the jail, is the violation is that she couldn't power up the tether. She's still wearing it. And she was released originally on PR bond with the tether. She had problems charging it. And I believe that's the violation itself. We're asking if the court would please consider just to really restore it back to PR bond. I would ask for without the tether, but if it has to be the tether, if somebody could look at it, she's still wearing it. It doesn't work. So we just need to get that straightened out. For my client, the tether was acting up when she was brought into the jail. So okay. I just think the tether people have to either come and adjust it or get a new tether, or hopefully without a tether.
Did she contact the company when the alarm was going off?
Your Honor, I did, but my problem was I couldn't see very well because my contacts, and I accidentally typed in 8100 instead of 8160, and I had my dad looked at it and we both double checked. And he couldn't see it. He put the wrong one. But I did leave 2 messages for Brian Levitt. He told me to charge it for 20 minutes. We agreed on 20. I did 35. I called them after to see what my percentage was. I left him a message. And when it was going off, I called him again, left a message. When it was going off, me and my dad both attempted to call. And my phone was dead, so I couldn't get his number. Right.
Judge Simpson calmly states that her behavior is inappropriate and warns her to remain respectful. Instead of stopping, she laughs and says she doesn't take orders from anyone wearing a robe. The gallery gasps. The bailiffs take a step forward. Judge Simpson keeps his tone measured, explaining that the court operates on respect and order. She interrupts him again, louder this time, accusing the court of wasting her time and calling the entire system a joke. Everyone watches as the judge tries to move forward with the case, reading her criminal history and upcoming decisions. She continues to talk over him, shaking her head dramatically and making sarcastic comments with every sentence. Her behavior turns a hearing from routine to explosive. Judge Simpson finally places his papers down, signaling his patience is nearly gone.
So I had the opportunity to read the community corrections violation report that I believe Your Honor has as well. And that's not what's reflected in the community corrections violation.
I don't. Hang on. I have the sheriff's office report.
I have a bond violation.
I do not have that.
Which I don't have. I don't know what it says, Your Honor, but I'm just asking if the court would please consider a lot.
Well, I got to figure out.
Mr. Levitt, and I can provide the court. Do you want me to email this over?
Yes, when you get a chance, that'd be great.
Yes, Mr. Levitt gave her very specific instructions. She was advised to charge it immediately after leaving corrections, and she was told to. I'm still speaking. She was told to charge it for 2 hours. Mr. Levitt, is the person that had to make contact with her while he was sending. He got an alert that the device had low battery. He attempted to contact her on the number that she provided him. That was unsuccessful. He started sending alarms. and sirens repeatedly to the advice. Finally, the defendant, this finally, I should say, is, I'm really bad at math, 6 hours later, the defendant calls from a different phone number. He goes over the instructions with her again and says, I instructed them for to charge it for 2 hours. She said she could not charge it for 2 hours. I told her it was her responsibility.
The judge leans forward and gives a firm warning, explaining what contempt of court means and how serious it is. He notes that she has interrupted him more than 10 times within the last minute alone. But instead of correcting herself, she mocks him again, raising her voice and questioning his authority to judge anyone. The courtroom reacts, some shaking their heads, others staring with wide eyes, realizing she is digging her own grave. Judge Simpson sits back, folds his hands, and calmly states for the record that the defendant is demonstrating ongoing disrespect and obstructing court proceedings. He begins to outline the penalties she may face, including jail time. For the first time, she looks slightly worried, but only for a moment. She quickly returns to her defiant posture and rolls her eyes with exaggerated annoyance.
To keep the device charged and that it was critically low, and that's, excuse me, if it gets critically low, this will be contacted. They acknowledged this and the phone call ended. They then only charged it for 35 minutes. So she was given very clear directions on what to do. That was from June 10th, the first time it being low at 1 a.m. Then June 10th, 7:47 p.m., we received another low battery alert for the defendant. All attempts to reach the defendant were unsuccessful. At 7:48 p.m., Washington County Dispatch was contacted, advised of the violation, and was asked to have an officer respond to take the defendant into custody. Contacted by Deputy Mace, who was on scene with the defendant. They were claiming they had been trying to charge the device and were unable. Deputy Mace was told they needed to be arrested on the violation. The defendant had only charged for a total of 45 minutes in the last 5 days. At 9:05 p.m., the defendant was tracking at the Washington County Jail. So the device is working. In addition to this, my office just charged her with stalking in a separate case.
Judge Simpson announces that he is adding a formal contempt charge because of her repeated disrespect. The defendant freezes, clearly not expecting that her words could lead to additional punishment. She quickly shifts to damage control, saying she was just joking and didn't mean anything by it. But the judge explains that the record clearly shows intentional disrespect, multiple interruptions, and refusal to comply with the court's instructions. The bailiffs stand closer, as Judge Simpson explains that contempt of court is designed to protect courtroom integrity and prevent chaos. He states that her behavior has delayed proceedings and undermined the seriousness of case. Her voice shakes as she tries to apologize, but the judge informs her that apologies after the fact cannot erase what has already been recorded. He emphasizes that actions have consequences, especially when directed at the court.
In addition to this, my office requested a $10,000 cash surety bond at the time of charging this case. This case being today's case, we requested the $10,000 cash surety on putting sheets before Your Honor.
Mr. Kilwald?
I'm keeping the same argument, Your Honor. I'm asking.
Okay. Motion for bond reductions denied. Bond will continue in this matter as revoked.
Judge, it's clarification. Is the bond, what are you, $2,000, 10%?
What do you have this on?
No.
I have 2,010% on this case.
And if she's released, it's on tether?
It's on tether. She'll have the same conditions.
Okay.
What? Oh, no, she is not going to sit there and mouth me. Her bond now is 25,000.
Really?
10%. Yeah, really? You want to keep going? I didn't think so. Have a good day. 25, 10.
Judge Simpson delivers his ruling with full authority. He sentences her to several days in county jail for contempt, plus a substantial fine. Her jaw drops as she realizes her attitude just cost her far more than her original charges ever could have. The courtroom sits in stunned silence as she pleads one last time, asking the judge to reconsider. But the judge, standing firm, states that the courtroom cannot function if disrespect is rewarded. The bailiff gently but firmly takes her by the arm. She lowers her head, covering her face as she is escorted toward the holding area. Judge Simpson ends a hearing with a calm reminder. Let this be understood. In this courtroom, respect is not optional. The doors closed behind her, leaving the entire room in shock at how quickly her behavior turned a simple hearing into a life-changing punishment.